In terms of the tapering with the Fed buying fewer mortgage-backed securities, how does that impact you? Because you do hold MBS.
We do, absolutely, and it makes MBS more uncertain and more volatile. The Fed has distorted valuations in the bond market by holding cash rates at zero. They've also increased the value of those mortgage bonds, which make them less attractive. So we've moderated our exposure to those bonds over the last 18 months. That said, as the Fed exits, that valuation can normalize. And we think that the technical crossover point to where their decreased purchases and the natural supply in the market will be sometime late summer, early fall. And at that point, if there is a more of a move higher in those yields, we think that'll provide an opportunity. Corporate bond sectors have done extremely well and have rallied with this good economic backdrop. And it's time to start thinking about selling some of those corporate bond influenced securities and looking for more mortgage-backed securities as the Fed moves out of that sector.
Do you feel brave enough to hit the emerging markets this year in terms of debt?
Not in an aggressive manner, but there will be opportunities. We think emerging markets will have sustained headwinds in the years ahead. Effectively, their biggest customers in export markets, the U.S. and Western Europe, are in a deleveraging mode. So when their customers are not buying, it's harder for EM to grow through exports. We think that's a persistent headwind over the coming years. So we don't love the space generally, but there will be opportunities. There are countries that can still do quite well, as what you'll have is a less homogeneous set of EM. And really opportunities in Mexico will be very different than Brazil, for example, or South Korea, very different than China.